Alright, welcome back, and this morning let's draw, I don't even know how to pronounce her name. Is it Morfydd? Morfydd Clark? Or she's the new character for the Rings of Power, and she's definitely got a very pretty face, very delicate, which could be very hard to draw. So let's just give this a shot. I'm not feeling it all that great this morning in terms of art, and I'm just gonna be using these number 2 pencils. I just got a pack of them, and I figured I'd try that as well, since I've been mostly drawing with the much softer, like the 6B and 4B, and even the 10B pencils. So I figured let's try the number 2. Let's see how that goes. Alright, so let's give this a shot. Just gonna start with her eyes, and she's got a slant. So let's just say about that in the width. So let's divide that thirds. That give me a rough approximation for eye length. Wow, this is really light. Hope you guys can see this, because again, this is a number 2 pencil. Alright, let's just go for it. Upper lid. Yeah, really hard, I guess. Yeah, I mean number 2 pencil. Been drawing with a much softer pencil for so long. I totally forgot how this feels. Okay, so just gonna draw one eye first. So the chances of this actually looking like her is gonna be very slim. Because I'm really just gonna draw and shade at the same time. The slant on the eye, the eyebrow, I mean. Starts to turn about here. This part here is darker because the light is hitting here. Highlights around here. So my goal is just to draw a pretty face. Yeah, just one of those days you're gonna wake up and you don't feel like doing much. Let's see how that goes. Let's see how that goes for drawing, I mean. Okay, so let's move on to her next eye. One space across. She looks like it's a little bit further apart. Maybe just slightly. She's definitely got a very unique look. So I just have my phone next to me. It's a little bit easier sometimes to sketch like that. So I'm just, reason why you want it next to you, it just makes it a lot easier because your eyes just kind of go back and forth like this. As opposed to if you come up here, then it's harder to judge. That's what I always notice. You know, the less eye movement on the reference, the better. Highlight. Really dark on the pupil. It would be amazing if this actually looks like her. I don't know, hopefully I've gotten better. So even if I miss, it won't be that bad. So this part's dark eyelid. This one is, so light source is this side, and this side of the face is much darker. Highlight here. The bags under the eye. Darker here. Okay, let's draw an eyebrow. So I'm coming up straight up from the corner of the eye. Should hit that, and then the distance between here is less than the distance of an eye here. And then the back right here. Let's see, I can draw the shadow. I mean, not the shadow, there's no light here. Draw the brow, dark. So the brow on this side is much darker. Okay, so let's draw in between here. Let's get a little bit more shading here. Let's draw this. A little bit of shadow here. Come straight down. Cheek. So let's draw her nose. There will be a slant. I can draw a little line like that just to remind myself. I keep seeing these little details here that I miss. I'm actually pushing pretty hard. It's very hard pencil. It's very light. Okay, so let's draw her nose. Okay, so if I come straight down here, looks to be a little bit off to the side, so probably somewhere over here. If I come down straight here, almost to the corner of the eye, so I know it's somewhere right here. Okay, so between these two lines. And then for the angle, probably that angle here. Okay, so it meets up here. Let's check this side. Maybe. Okay, let's try that. So here's the wings of her nose. It's got a very unique shape. Highlight here. Nostril. Okay, so once I determine the spacing for this, then I'll just go ahead and shade it. If you want to be more careful, then you should draw in the whole nose and little things first, but I'm just kind of going for it this morning. Yeah, really rough. It's like sandpaper. The scratching, the hard lead. Okay, so now we can shade some of this. Well, let's add some more shading here. Let's try to make it more like a real drawing. So this part's dark, it's coming down. Behind the wings of the nose right here is always dark because it tucks in. It's actually casting a shadow here. Just a highlight there. Darker here. The nostril needs to be even darker. So I'm trying to shade in patches. So the strokes are shorter. So like this. Coming down here. All the way down. Darker here. I'm less concerned with the direction of the line as I am with just getting the shade right. So either, whether I go this way or that way, doesn't really matter. It's whatever feels comfortable. So I went this way. I could have went this way as well. Doesn't really matter, because if I were to continue this and clean it up, I'll crosshatch and smooth things out. But let's not do that now. Just want to get an initial shade down. So this needs to be a lot darker. So this side of the face right here, it's much darker than the other side. I mean, not much darker, but darker. So that's why you can just kind of give a shade first. All right, so let's draw in her mouth. So let's come down. Just keeping in mind the slant again. So this distance here, looks like the distance, yeah, just a little bit down here. And then the corner of her mouth, if I look straight up, looks like it's gonna hit the corner of the eye. So it's like somewhere over here. So with this slant, so that means it's gonna come out all the way here. She does have a little smile. And then on this side, same thing. Let's see, eyeball straight down. Somewhere over here then. Looks a little bit close, but all right, let's just try it. Middle of the lip is totally wrong here. Okay. This is the middle here. So very pretty lips. All right, let's try that. She's got a very unique shape. So once I got that, then the rest is a little bit easier, right? Because all the reference points is all here. Things get hard when they're far away, further away, and you're trying to judge those distances. So the gaps are just a little bit too big sometimes, so it makes it much more difficult. Something looks strange here. All right, let's just give it a shot. Let us not think too much. Right here, center is dark. Dark here. Dark here. Just remember this little triangular shape here. So it's dark here and dark here. Lighter on this side. Center. There's two bumps here. So it's very subtle, slightly darker here. Bottom is darker. I'm just gonna go right across. a little bit of a highlight here. Okay. I think it looks okay for now. There's a slight highlight on the lip right here, right on top right here. It's a little bit lighter. So that's why you have to make this part just a little bit darker and just leave a little bit of space there. Really gives the lip more shape. This is part way too dark here. Okay, so let's draw in let's frame the face and let's hope that it looks okay. Because from here, when we draw in the rest of the face, if things are off, then you can really see it. Here, see her hand right here. So it's covering up her face. Comes down. Oh no, way more here. Yeah, something is up with the lip here. It's come down here, all the way here. Then her chin. Her chin, it's a little bit longer here. Just kind of judging the distance. So like from here to here, it's longer than this. So if I double this, it should be slightly longer. Really? Okay, so maybe something is off then, because that looks really long. Okay, I'll just leave it like this then. Let's try in the rest. This is her finger here. See, come across here, the nose. So right about here, so it's bending. Okay, so let's draw the face. Hair's gonna tuck in here. Yeah, so you see how much I have to slow down when I am trying to, when you have to get things accurate, and that's why, I didn't want to do that here because it just take too much time. Just kind of want to sketch. So let's draw in the top a little bit. So here's the middle. I'm gonna extend the line here. Okay, so not much going on. All right, I'll just pass up on these spots here. So I know it's kind of boring watching this. So I'll draw in the hand and whatever later on. Let's come back in here and let's give it one more shade, one more pass. So now that I got everything in, it should be a little bit easier, I hope. More free to shade. Hands here. So highlight's gonna be here, this shape right here. Darker here. Corner of the lip here, slightly darker. Underneath the chin, the lip. Highlights around here. Much darker here. Yes, this side of the face needs to be much darker, especially on the nose right here. So this line's wrong right here, something's off. So let's make this much darker. Hair, could draw that later. Yeah, it's very different with this 2B. I feel like I'm scratching into the paper so much. Yeah, this eye is totally bad. Okay, so let's see. I'm looking at it from afar, and unfortunately it does not look like her. Okay. Alright, so let me see if I can salvage this. Definitely very different with the 2B. But that's not the problem. The problem is I'm just off. So I'm gonna have to look at this with a fresh eye. Hopefully I can correct some of this. I don't even know if I can because, okay, I can still erase part of it because it's so pushed into the paper with this harder pencil. Okay, so I'm gonna put my head over it and see if I can salvage this. Yeah, it looks like everything is off. I'm gonna look at it in a mirror. That way I can see, identify what is off a lot quicker. Okay. Alright, so it's a fun little sketch. Hopefully I can salvage this and show you guys a much better drawing later on. Alright, I'm back and here's my final drawing for Galadriel, and I think I kind of miss on the likeness because it looks like a pretty face, but it doesn't have her unique features because she's got a very different look. But overall it is a very fun drawing. Just down here, not much going on. Just her hands. Her hands are covered up, so kind of have to draw more of this or else it's gonna look really weird. I mean, actually in some ways it still kind of looks kind of weird. Kind of looks like two socks or something under her chin. Right, so what the hair, not much going on there. So yeah, that's it for this drawing. Kind of missed on the lightness, but hopefully it did turn out to be a very pretty face. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed this little sketch, and I will see you guys next time.